Now SBL has 6 basic blocks to it. And when you look at these blocks, they're all very simple, very effective. So let's just say I'm here in this stance. I can come in here, and as I step in from our L step, notice this hand comes down. So this is one. My blocks are never really completely blocks. They're strikes and they're parries. They're meant to get something out of the way. So you have this downward, think sword, machete. I have this downward that comes through. I could use it to grab perhaps, but I'm using this, what is this inside hand on the arm to come down. So one. Sometimes I'll use it with a twist to come here because I may be hitting, twisting. But this is the motion. This diagonal from, in this case now, top right to bottom left. If I'm right-handed, now it's top left to bottom right. The second one is the push-away block. So from this one here, and this automatically comes together. So this is block 2. Now, a slight difference when you start working with bladed arts, we'll say with Jujutsu, I'm trained at, if I have a punch coming, this we call a brush block or strike right in this case. It's very common. I'm covering, getting this offline, this is my backup to come in, and then I can hit. So I may come in, 1, 2, 3. This is moving, and normally we'll catch this by the elbow. If we catch it too close to the wrist, they could fold that elbow in. However, because this is such a bladed art, then the weapon is going to add some depth and dimension, as well as as a tool that's being used. So I may not necessarily want to wait and try and get to the elbow. If it presents itself, fantastic. But I'm going to be more to the forearm, to the wrist, just to get that blade out of the way. If that makes sense. So, block 1 with block 2. Block 1, block 2. So when I'm moving here, you can see I have block 1 and 2 happening at the same time. Now block 3 comes up at an angle, outside hand, in this case my left, catches, comes up. So I'm boom, boom. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm covering up, and this would be, for some styles, would be the brush block. In this case, it comes up and protects the ear, protects the nose, the throat, the side of the neck. It comes up so I can then be able to use this however I feel like I want to. But this is block 3. Block 3. Block 3. Block 3. Block 3. I happen to always throw in a little bit of a penetrating elbow. I want to move in just because in my mind we're always taking up space. I'm always moving in forward. Once my hands go on my opponent, adhesion is one of the main principles, and I'm going to stick to them. The only time that I may break that is if I want to hit. But I always also want to strike from very close distance. So if I punch, elbow, back fist, elbow again. So I just want to always be able to hit from the shortest amount of distance with the greatest amount of power. Now, for lock. Comes in. If you're an ace player, you might remember having 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm covering, covering, striking. Cover, cover, strike. Cover, cover, strike. That punch is coming in. This is primarily working, say, from the inside. I'm getting this offline. I'm covering. This is loaded up. So this strikes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 5 is a little more fun. Figure a punch, up, come down, and I'm going to hit. So I'm coming up, I'm striking down, I'm coming around, and when I do this strike, I pull my hand back. So here, good, it's still good and strong. But if I use my waiter coming this way, or if I pull back and I strike, or I strike, this becomes harder, has more tone and tension to it. So I'm using my number 3 part of it, driving down, pulling out, and hit. 1, 2. So it comes up, hammer down, pull the hand back, elbow hip alignment, hit. Up, up, down, and number 6 is my initial studies. This was our Shuri-te number 6 elbow, but it's pretty much just going to be this down. It's going to come in, I'm going to use my number 1, I'm going to hammer in the elbow, notice the twist, and I come down. So this is number 6. Good arm bar. Cross. Notice as I'm turning my foot, this isn't just stepping here. I'm loading this up and I'm down. Loading this up and I'm down. So those are the number